This is R.D. Sharma's solution, class 11th, chapter 29, limits, exercise 29.1. This is question number 6. The question is saying, let fx be a function defined by fx, and this is having this definition is fx is 3x by mod x plus 2x if x is not equal to 0, and it is 0 if x is equal to 0. Now we have to show that limit x tends to 0, fx does not exist. So this f0, if I put f as 0, what do we get? 3 into 0 by mod 0 plus 2 into 0, that is 0 by 0. That is, it is an indeterminate case. Indeterminate case. So for 0, it is x equals 0, but what we have to do is, we will find out, show that limit x tends to 0, fx does not exist. So we'll find out the left hand limit, right hand limit, and then we will try to prove or say that they are not equal. Okay, then only we can show this. So let me show you here left hand limit. This is x equals a minus h, you have to write it. Critical point is 0. So x will be 0 minus h. And this 3 into 0 minus h is minus h only. So 3 into minus h by mod minus h and 2 into minus h. So we have x, when you put x equals 0 minus h, that is a minus h, a is 0. Now you don't have to do anything with x, you have to do with h. Now h tends to 0 because already you have put x equals 0 minus h. So you have limit x tends to 0 and 3 into minus h by mod minus h. Mod minus h, in the mod only positive will come out. So you have h, of course you have minus 2h. So minus 3h by minus h, that is going to be 3. When you remove this h, you don't have to worry about limit h tends to 0, you don't write it. Now coming to right hand limit. Now same thing you have to do. You have done 0 minus h, here you have to do 0 plus h. So 0 plus h, that is h. So 3h by mod h plus 2h. So this is 3h by h plus 2h. There is going to be 3h by 3h, and it's going to be 1. So 3h by 3h, it will be 1, and limit will remove. So you have the left and right limit, they are not equal. So left hand limit is 3, right hand limit is 1, they are not equal. That means this does not exist. Limit will not exist. Now this is question number 7. It is saying that evaluate limit x tends to 2fx if it exists, where fx equals, there are three part of this function. So first is fx equals x minus this is not mod, this is a greatest integer function. So we have a square bracket. So this is a greatest integer function. So now this function, x is less than 2, and it has to be 4 if x equals 2, and 3x minus 5 equals x greater than 2. So here we have to evaluate the limit. So x tends to 2. So we have to evaluate. Now if you see here, let me just make it here. We have a 2. 2 is a critical point here. Now this 2 is a critical point, or a point on the right hand side and left hand side. We are provided proper equations. So just when you have x less than 2, the function becomes x minus greatest integer function, this one, x. And then on the right hand side, that is x greater than 2, it's going to be 3x minus 5. 3x minus 5. So for the left hand limit, we will put a minus h. For right hand limit, we will put a plus h. A is what? Critical point is 2 here. So if it equals left, LHL, RHL are equal, limit exists. So critical point is 2, so left hand side a minus h, a is 2, 2 minus h. Right hand side we are going to put 2 plus h. So see here we have fx, x tends to 2 minus, so we are talking about this, less than 2, x minus this function, greatest integer function. So here we are x minus greatest integer function, and this in place of x we are going to put 2 minus h. 2 minus h. So when we put 2 minus h, I told you 2 minus h you have to write. So when we put 2 minus h, x is 2 minus h and this greatest integer function of 2 minus h. I told you in the previous question, whenever you subtract anything from 2, the value will go to 1. That is, in between 1 and 2, whatever with the value, it will always give you outside 1. So 1 and 2, anything you are subtracting from 2, where are you going to get? You are going to get 1. It is 1.5, 1.8, it doesn't matter. It will always take an integer value 1. That is the output of the greatest integer function. So 2 minus 1, here 2 minus 1 is what? 1. 2 minus h minus this h is of course 0. 2 minus h gives you 1. So 2 minus 1. Now coming to right hand limit. Right hand limit, same thing, but 2 plus you have to write. And this 3x minus h, in place of x you are going to put 2 plus h. In place of x, 2 plus h you have to put. So 3 into 2 plus h minus 5. 3 into 2 plus h minus 5. H is of course 0. 3 into 2, 6. 6 minus 5 is 1. So you have limit x tends to 2 plus. 2 plus means 2 plus h. We are talking about right. 2 plus h. 6 minus 5 is 1. Now as I said, LHL, RHL both are 1. That means they are equal to 1. This is question number 8. Show that limit x tends to 0, sine 1 by x does not exist. It does not exist. So question number 8 it is. So if you see here, sine 1 x tends to 0, sine 1 by x. Now if I put x as 0, whatever come inside sine, it will always, 1 by 0 is infinite, but whatever is sine infinite, so when any value of sine will always be between minus 1 and 1. So let me prove it. We know that it is not, the limit will not exist because it's clear from here. But let us prove it. So we have the left hand side and right hand side limit we will find out. First, left hand limit will only give you the answer. So you have to put 0 minus h because a minus h, a plus h, LHL a minus h, right hand side this plus a plus h. So limit x tends to 0 minus fx. Fx is sine 1 by x. Sine 1 by x. In place of x I am putting 0 minus h. So limit h tends to 0 now, sine minus 1 by h. Now this 0 minus h, that is sine minus 1 by h. Sine minus theta is minus sine theta. So minus you can take out. So it will be sine 1 by h. Now sine 1 by h, again h is 0. So this is sine infinite. That is, whatever you put, x tends to 0 minus, fx is going to be negative of all the values which are oscillating between minus 1 and 1. And when you try to find out the right hand limit, it is going to be plus bracket you can write an oscillating number that oscillates between minus and 1. So it will be negative and the right hand limit will be positive. So they are not equal. When the left hand limit, right hand limit are not equal, limit does not exist. So you have to find out that 0 plus h also, okay? 0 plus h you put, that is 1 by 0 plus h is sine 1 by h, and that is going to be this positive side of what we have seen in negative. Question number 9 now. Find a limit greater than integer function x tends to 5 by 2. Now this question is repeated again in 14th question. So just see it very carefully because this is repeated. It is coming later. So you have 1, 2, 3. Let me make a number line. So we are talking about 5 by 2. That is we are talking about 2.5. This is 2.5. 5 by 2, 2.5. This is a critical point also. Critical point. So here we have left hand limit. X. We have to put a minus h. A is here 5 by 2. A minus h. So 5 by 2 minus h I am putting. 2.5 minus h. Whatever you subtract 2.5 minus h, as you know that because of this greatest integer function, you will always get 2. Whatever you have between 2 and 3, you will always get 2. So we have 5 by 2 minus h. You always get 2. Now coming to the positive side, that is 5 by 2 plus h. 5 by 2 plus 5 by 2 plus h. What do you get? As I am saying, 2.5. Whatever you add, you will always go to 2 only. You are adding very small value to 2.5. That will be made 2.6, 2.7, whatever. But it is going to be 2 because this is a greatest integer function. Always take you to the lower level of integer value. So you have this 2. So left hand limit, right hand limit are equal, and limit is 2. That is, the value of limit is 2, and LHL, RHL are equal. So limit is existing, it's 2. Now question number 10 now. Find limit. The question is like this. Find limit x tends to 3 plus x by greatest integer function x, and it is being asked, is it equal to limit x tends to 3 minus x by greatest integer function x? So we have already seen this type of question, question number 5th. If you see question number 5th, only the change is 2 minus and 2, this is 3 minus, or 2 plus and 3 plus, only this has changed. So left hand limit, right hand limit, you have to put 3 minus h on the left, 3 plus h on the right. So left handed limit, right hand limit. Let us see the right hand limit first. So we'll put 3 plus h here, 3 plus h. So x equals 3 plus h. So put 3 plus h. X equals 3 plus h. Now 3 plus h by 3 plus h. So 3 plus h will be 3. H is 0. But whatever you add to 3, the greatest integer function will always be 3. Because it will always take the lower integer value. Floor, you can say floor. Either whenever you are before 4, it will always be 3. So 3 plus h is 3 plus 0 plus by 3. So this is what? You will get 1. 3 by 3 is 1. Now take 3 minus h. I am taking left hand side, left hand limit. So I am putting x as 3 minus h. 3 minus h by greatest integer function 3 minus h. 3 by this 3 minus h. Now when you subtract anything with 3, it will always go to 2. That is the lower end of the integer. So 3 minus h. We have 3 by 2. That is 3 minus h. This function, you have to really be knowing this function. Otherwise, there are so many questions here. It will be difficult to understand. So let me tell you again. Greatest integer function means whatever will be the decimal value in between, fraction value in between, it will always take the integer value lower side. Whichever this value is in between, those integers, lower integer will be taken. So you have 1 and 3 by 2, so LHL, RHL are not equal. Now question number 11. So we have limit fx equals x plus 1 and x minus 1. And x greater than or equal to 0, x plus 1, x less than 0, it is x minus 1. It's clear that 0 is a critical point. 0 is a critical point. This is A. We are going to use A here. We have to prove that the limit fx does not exist. Limit fx, x tends to 0, does not exist. So you have x minus 1, x plus 1. So you have left hand limit and you have 0, 0 minus h. We are putting here, and 0 minus h we will put x minus 1. And on the right hand side, this 0 plus h you will put in the x plus 1. Just remember this. 0 minus h in x minus 1 function, and right hand limit, because we have fx will be when we are talking about 0 plus, that is you are talking about right hand side, that is you have to take x plus 1 function. So x plus 1 function. Okay, so x in place of x put 0 plus h, so 0 plus h plus 1, that is going to be limit 1, h is 0, so 1 will be the answer. On the left hand side, we have to put x minus 1, and in place of x, you are going to put 0 minus h. So fx extends to 0 minus fx, so you have x minus h. X is 0 minus h. 0 minus h minus 1, of course, you will get h is 0, so you get minus 1. Okay, minus 1. So we have left hand limit not equal to right hand limit. That means this function does not exist. Limit does not exist. Question number 12. Question number 12. Find the limit x tends to 1 plus, that is right hand side a plus h, 1 by x minus 1. We know 1 plus, 1 is a. And 1 plus means you are adding h to 1. The right hand limit we are talking about. 1 is the critical point. You have a as 1. So a plus h. So 1 plus h you have to put. 1 plus h. So x you have to put 1 plus h. Just put it here, 1 plus h. 1 by 1 plus h minus 1. You have 1 by h, that is infinity. So infinity. And as I said, infinity is a value, is a number. But that number we don't know. It is a number, but it's a very huge number. We don't know, because even if you come with any number, I'll just add 1 and I'll say here is the highest number now. So infinite is a symbol to show the highest number. So it is not undefined. It is not undefined. It is a number. But the problem is we don't know that number. Infinite is the symbol to show that. Infinite. Now we have question number 13. Now prove that limit x tends to a plus this greatest integer function x equals same on the right hand side we have a. So limit x tends to a square bracket x equals square bracket a for all a belongs to R. I just missed this limit x tends to a plus this square bracket x. I just missed it, so you can just add it. And we have to prove that limit x tends to 1 minus this square bracket equals 0. Now you know a plus means a plus h you have to do. What is the function? Function is greatest integer function. The a plus h, just you put a plus h. Now a plus h simply means a is an integer and a plus h plus 1 is the other integer. Whatever you add a, h to a, h is very small. It will always be a. Like between 2 and 3, you add anything to 2, it will always be 2. Now coming to 1 minus, you have greatest integer function x, you are subtracting something from a. When you are subtracting something from a, that is 1 minus h you are saying. So 1 minus h, I'll just show you here. 2, 1. You are subtracting something from 1, that is you are talking about 0. You will go to 0. Okay. This function always take the the floor of integer. Question number 14. And all these 3 questions we have already done. We have done. As I was saying in the question number 9, I guess. So we have the 3. So let me tell you again that whenever we have this greatest integer function, those who have understood it's good. But greatest integer function, that simply means if you are between 1 and 2, and you have any value, say 11 and 12. Now change the value, change the number now. We have done 1 and 2 number of times. 11, 12. If it is 11.2, it is 11.4, 11.8, whatever you put, you will always get 11. Whatever be the case. Even 11.9, 11.1, you will always get only 11. Right? So now let us go to the question here. We have limit x tends to 2. This is square bracket, that is greatest integer function x. So we have left hand limit LHL. This x tends to 2 minus h. Right hand side you are going to use 2 plus h. Now 2 minus h, 2 is the critical point, x tends to 2. So 2 minus h. So first we will put left hand limit. I'll put x as 2 minus h. X as 2 minus h. So when you put x as 2 minus h, what do we get? Now when we put 2 minus h, that is we are subtracting something from 2. We always get 1 less, that is 1. Between 1 and 2, you are subtracting 2, something from 2. So you are going to get what? In right hand side, you are going to go to do 2 plus h. So adding something to 2. Whatever you small add to 2, you will always get 2. Always get 2. So LHL, RHL are not equal. One time you are getting 1, one time you are getting 2. So they are not equal. Limit does not exist. Now this is the second one. This we have already done. This question, as I said, we have already done. This is the 9th question. If you go back, we have already done. So now I'm skipping it. I'm going to the 3rd one. And this also we have done, but just for the sake of completion, I'm doing it. So here we have limit, same function, x tends to 1. So just let me complete just for completion. So x tends to 1. x tends to 1, we have a equals 1. Now left hand limit, we will put a minus h, that is 1 minus h. On the right, we will have 1 plus h. 1 plus h. So we will put 1 minus h here. X has 1 minus h. X has 1 minus h. You know, whatever you subtract from 1, you will go to 0. 0. And whenever this is 1 and 0, whatever you subtract, it will go to 0. Greatest integer function always give you 0. So now, right hand limit 1 plus h. You are adding anything to 1, it will be 1 only. Whatever you add to 1, it will be 1 only. So 1 and 0, RHL, LHL are not equal, does not exist. Limit does not exist. Now this is question number 15. Now this question is having not many parts. So you have 11 parts in the 15th part only. 15th question, 11 parts. So let me take it in the next discussion. Okay. Thank you so much. Take care of yourself.